We're going to be R&D today. Today we're going to be going on to X and rating AI-generated custom cards. And we're going to be seeing if they should be printed, shredded, or if they are just too silly to even make mention of. So, jumping on over to that, let us begin right now. Starting off with the Honest. You guys have ever heard of Honest? You guys have heard of Dark Honest, but this is the Honest. This is a dark level 4 zombie monster with 1800 attack and 0 defense. The Honest, original 26 left, and the Snake, original position, also called Snaked Snake, are monsters that are special summoned from the ocean and warrior seas. They cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, their effects are negated. They are unaffected by spell trap effects and the activated effects of other effect monsters. Once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points and then target one card on the field, destroy it. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can send one zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard, except the Honest, special summon this card. You can only use this effect of the Honest once per turn. So this card is, well, this card is functionally, doesn't make any functional sense whatsoever, at least the first part. It actually kind of melded into somewhat of an actual effect halfway through it. This thing is just kind of illegible. It doesn't really make any sense. Moving on, we have Lilybot Inverted. This is a rank 1 Cyberse Xyz effect monster with 500 attack and 1500 defense, and it requires 2 level 1 monsters. This thing is generic. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. That's pretty cool. Your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from battles. Oh, so it's not from this card. It's just if your opponent attacks you, they take the damage. You can detach one Xyz material from this card and declare an attack from the field, then end the battle phase. Okay, so we just say, hey, we're attacking, and then the battle phase is over. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. I don't think you're ever going to be doing that, Chief. I'm going to be honest with you. Strangely enough, this thing is an actual effect for the most part, except maybe the detach part. Wow, this thing is kind of crazy. I'm going to be real with you. This thing is kind of funny. Is it shippable though? Do we ship this card? Could we? Maybe if we got rid of the detach where we declare an attack on the field and then end the battle phase, then it's an actual card. It's a very bad card still. Maybe, but it's very funny. Next we have the other one. If an Don Zalug monster you control battles an opponent's monster that was special summoned from the extra deck, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, your opponent special summons one monster from their extra deck, and you return it to the deck. So what happens here, based on what this says, is if I have Don Zalug, a very specific level 4 monster with 1400 attack, and it battles an opponent's monster that was special summoned from the extra deck, except the turn that the other one was sent to the graveyard, our opponent gets to special summon one monster from their extra deck, but then, once that card is special summoned, it gets shuffled into the main deck. That's what I'm reading here, right? That's how that works. This effect doesn't make any sense. This thing does not work. Not at all. Next, we have Drill Driver's Option number 2. This is a level 2 warrior effect monster with 800 attack and 600 defense. If this card is special summoned, add one Drill Driver's monster or one Engineer's Diva from your deck to your hand. You can target one Drill Driver's monster or one Engineer's Diva in your graveyard, except Drill Driver's Option number 2, special summon a defense position. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. I don't know what this Drill Drivers or Engineer's Diva archetype is, but it seems like this card is a very good staple in that deck. Kind of a 3 of. Yeah, I think it's fine. Maybe this one has anything else from here? Nope, this is the only card for it. You can't even get this card. Alright. Moving on. We have Morphtronic Vector. This is an equip spell, so very on theme for Morphtronics. Equipped to only a Morphtronic monster, it gains 700 attack. So you can't equip this immediately to Power Tool Dragon, which is what you would want to do with a card like this. Apply this effect depending on the battle position of the equipped monster this card is equipped to. Which is very on theme for Morptronics. Attack position, your opponent cannot select a monster other than the equipped monster for an attack. Defense position, the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle. While this card is technically legible, it technically is an effect that Morptronics could theoretically make use of. It's just not good because one, it puts the target on the of the attack. If it's an attack position, it puts the target on its back. But if it's a defense position, it can't be destroyed by battle, which is not an effect that's really relevant these days. Maybe this card was printed in like 2008. Maybe even then, would you ever really want to play an equip spell to get maybe this card can't be destroyed by battle or a Dupe Frog like effect? Maybe, I don't know. Overall, this card is playable, technically. You can't actually play this card in a deck, but it's fine. Next up, we have a True King card that is also a Zephyr monster. This is True King Soul Zephrinath. This is a, what is that, a level 10 light fairy synchro effect monster with 3200 attack and 3000 defense. Cannot be synchro summoned. Well, that's it. Whatever this effect is, it don't even matter because you can't even use it. It's so strange. During the battle phase, quick effect, you contribute this card. Special summon up to 2 True King monsters from your graveyard to defense position. Also, monsters your opponent controls cannot attack for the rest of the turn except this card. Well, first thing, if you're attributing this card, it's going to be in the graveyard, so your opponent can't attack it anyway. But the ability to special summon 2 True King monsters from the graveyard in defense position is actually kind of not bad. But you can't synchro summon it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. When your opponent activates a card or effect while you control King of the Mountains, whatever that card is, you can banish this card from your graveyard. That effect's activation and effects have their effects reduced to by half. What does that even mean? Okay, so this card makes no sense at all. This card makes no sense at all. It would never be printed, can never be printed. Next up, we got some Tistina support. Some very nice Tistina support. The Horribly Tristina. I mean, yeah, Tistina is a very horrible deck, but maybe this fixes Tistina's problems. We'll see. This is, I believe, a level 10 Water Aqua effect monster with no attack and no defense. If you have 2 cards in your extra deck and 2 cards in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your you can special summon this card from your graveyard in that order. Okay, so there's no other order, so it just special summons itself. For the rest of the turn, the Horribly Tristina is unaffected by monster effects and your opponent's activated spell cards. So you just get a body that is unaffected by monster effects and your opponent's activated spell cards. The thing about this is that it's technically a functional playable card. You just take away the in that order, and this effect is probably printable. What, would you play this in Tistina though? You probably wouldn't though, right? I don't really know what to say about this. Okay, next up we have Performage Mirror Ahas the Mountain. It requires a Performage Mirror Face and Performage Mirror Con. Alright. It has 2800 attack and 2300 defense. Spellcaster. A fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above fusion materials. When a monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard while this card and its fusion materials are in your graveyard and or banished, you can special summon this card. You can only use this effect of Performage Mirror Ahas the Mirror Mountain once per turn. So this effect doesn't really push any strategies in particular, but it is a playable card. You can sleeve this up in a deck and use it. Although it is already using the art of another Performage card, I must say. But it's not bad. We got Quinte, Descendant of Gusto. We got the Elusive Gusto support, guys. Let's go at it. This is a level 4 Psychic Tuner effect monster with 1100 attack and 2100 defense. That stat line is actually not bad. If 2 or more cards are in the same column, you can special summon this card from your hand in that column. that's okay. So we're just adding a Mech Knight effect to this card. I mean, I guess that makes sense considering the fact that this is like the World Chalice level 3 guys art. During your main phase, you can send one face-up monster card your opponent controls to the graveyard. Okay, so we just have a non-targeting send just built into this guy. Granted, it is not a quick effect, and you can only do it during your main phase. But that's the fact that it has a target and just sends it's kind of cool. If a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in your monster zone, except during the damage step, you can banish this card, special summon one Gusto or Ritual Beast monster from your hand, except Quinte. You can only use each effect of Quinte to send it a Gusto once per turn. Sorry, my cat's gonna like show up and kind of be a thing. This effect's sick. Why? To be fair, it has to be destroyed by battle or card effect. Sorry, cat. We're gonna put you over here. You have to be destroyed by battle or by card effect, and you have to banish this card. And then you get to special summon a Gusto or Ritual Beast monster from your hand. This thing is kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. Next, we have Take That, a counter trap. Activate only if your opponent has 2 cards in their hand. Your opponent draws 2 cards. How generous of you. Oh, this is great. I love this. Oh, that's so fun. Okay. All right. Next, we have Xyz monster that originally counts as a hero monster. Ladies and gentlemen, the elusive hero monster that's in the Xyz archetype, the Xyz mechanic, is finally here. And most importantly, it's an Xyz monster. It says so in the name. This is a level 9. This is a rank 9 warrior Xyz effect monster that requires 2 level 9s with 3,000 attack and 2,900 defense. Okay. You can also Xyz summon this card using Xyz material. You can also Xyz summon this card by using Xyz material monsters from your graveyard you control as material. Transfer its materials to this card. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 level 9 monster in your graveyard except Xyz monster that originally counts as a hero, special summon it, and if you do, add 1 monster from your deck to your hand. This is treated as an Xyz summon, transfer the card's materials to the summon monster. So we just... So if we target a level 9 or rank 9 Xyz monster that's not this guy, we get to transfer materials to... Oh no. Oh no. What is going on? That's so funny. Oh, we got Blizzard Staff, an equip spell. Equip only to a Blizzard monster. If the equipped monster battles or is attacked, change all face down defense position monsters to face up attack position. That's not bad. That's an actual effect that could theoretically be useful. During the main phase, you can add 1 Blizzard monster from your deck to your hand, then shuffle the equipped monster into the deck or graveyard. That's actually, if Blizzard was an actual archetype that was ever on anyone's radar, this would not be bad. This would be pretty good, especially if it had synergy by shuffling the equipped monster from the deck. But it also says from the deck or the graveyard, so we shuffle it into the deck, and we can also shuffle it into the graveyard! What is happening? If this card is sent to the graveyard, to activate a card or effect, you could set this card. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. Recursion, because obviously if you shuffle it into the deck or graveyard, you might as well have the recursion, because this card's going to fall off, obviously. And then you can only use each effective Blizzard Staff once per turn. So you can only equip it once per turn. So if you do it once, it's dead. It's dead. But yeah. This card's fine. I like this card. This card's very good. Very funny. Next, we have Rabid Horseman. This is a this is a level 4 Earth normal Beast Warrior familiar. What is a familiar mean, dude? What is the familiar? It's 1900 attack and 1500 defense. This bear hug named Bernardino enjoys tripling his opponent, his suffering farm to his own. What is this flavor text? This bear hug named Bernardino enjoys trampling on his suffering farm. To its own dragon. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna kill me. Oh, I gotta make it. This is gonna be a fun series. Ghostrick Hollow, a dark level 3 fiend effect monster with 0 attack, 0 defense. You contribute this card. Special summon 2 level 4 or lower zombie or fiend type monsters from your hand or hand in defense position. That's a very good effect. What the fuck? That's actually really strong. What the hell is this effect? If this card is in the graveyard, you can banish 1 zombie or fiend monster from your hand or graveyard except this card. Special summon this card. This is not bad. It just recurs itself. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. This card's really good. What is happening? This card makes total sense. It could theoretically be printable. This card might actually be a little busted, even. I like attributing this card. Like, you normal summon this card, then you special summon 2 zombies or fiends from your hand, and then you just banish a fiend monster from your hand or graveyard, and then you special summon this card. This thing is really crazy. What the hell? That's so cool. All right. Next, we have King of Endymion. This is a level 8 dark spellcaster fusion pendulum effect monster with 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense with the pendulum skill of 3. Its pendulum effect reads, once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field. Banish that target. Also, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects until the end of the turn. Well, if it's in the pendulum zone, you're not going to be able to destroy it by battle anyway because you can't attack it. But the card effects part is useful. It requires... Sorry. It requires Girl of Endymion plus 1 effect monster. While face up on the field, this card is also a Dark Attribute. It's already Dark Attribute, but it's Dark Attribute twice. You can target 1 face-up monster you control, banish it, until the standby phase of your next turn. And if you do, special summon 1 spellcaster monster from your hand or deck. So you can target a face-up monster you control, just banish it until the end of the standby phase of your next turn, so you get it back anyway. And then you need to special summon a spellcaster from your hand or deck. That's a really crazy effect, actually. And it's very easy to summon. All you need is Girl of Endymion, whatever that means, and an effect monster. You can only use this effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is if this card in the monster zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. So not only can you fusion summon this, and then if it dies, it goes to the pendulum zone, then it also becomes a card that you can banish once per turn. And it gets the effect that it can't be destroyed by card effects after that. This thing is kind of nuts. You just gotta get rid of this destroy by battle effect and get rid of this first effect because it's already a dark attribute. And this thing is a very playable pendulum fusion monster. Like, it might even be worth considering in most decks if it was completely generic. This thing's funny. Next we have Virgil, Rock of the Goatee. Look at its art. It's Virgil. It's a Virgil. This is a level 6 water fish synchro effect monster with 2,400 attack and 2,000 defense, and it requires 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. So it is generic, and you can play this for pretty much anything and anything. While you control a phase-up fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster with different names, your opponent cannot target this card on the field with card effects. I mean, that's fine. You only summon this card once, and then it's just unaffected by card effects. That's not too bad. You can only each of the following effects of Virgil, Rock of the Goatee once per turn. When your opponent activates a spell trap effect, you can banish 1 spell card from your hand, negate the activation. It's a negate? It's a negate? Okay. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish 1 face-up water monster you control. Banish this card. What? I mean, There might be some reasons why you would do that. I think this card's good. It could be playable, printable. We probably wouldn't be using Virgil's head to signify that it is Virgil Rock of the Goatee, though. Oh, that's so funny. Shadal's Tempest. Target one Shadal monster you control and one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change the attack of both targets until the end of this turn. Also, for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, your opponent takes no damage. So, it's really just to swing over a really big card. If your opponent controls a continuous trap or a continuous spell card, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Shadal monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, then draw one card. Yeah, this card's unplayable in Shadal's, but it's technically a card that you could theoretically have in the game. So, like, you have, like, Falco or whatever. I think Falco has, like, 400 attack, and you just target one of your opponent's big, beefy guys, right? Like, they're big-ass bunguses. And then you swap the attack, and then kill it. And then if you have a continuous spell or trap on the board, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target a Shadal monster in the graveyard, shuffle it, and then draw a card. It's a little bit of recursion. You can even maybe put back one of your... fusions and then just draw a card. Kind of cool, actually. I think this is very funny. Despot Exegard. So I want more Despot support. I think it's very good. It's very good. It requires one machine and one dinosaur monster. If this card is special summoned, or if another face-up machine monster you control is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, except during the damage step, you can target one dinosaur monster in your graveyard, special summon it. How did I know that was gonna come back? This is not only Despot support, but it's also Dino support. Who knew? You can only use this effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is in the monster zone, is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can shuffle one face-up level 7 or lower machine monster you control into the deck. Destroy one card on the field. This card is cool, except for the fact that it's completely impossible to make. We just need one machine monster and one dinosaur monster. Maybe this is actually just a fusion monster in disguise. It's very funny. You just get to cheat. This card just lets you cheat. This card reminds me of X-Saber Gothams, where you could just use an Earth anything for its non-tuner, I believe. But it's very cool. That's very funny. Next, we have Exosister Jirai Gum. No gum in class, kids. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can special summon one Exosister monster from your hand in face-up defense position, or if a monster special summon from the graveyard is on the field, you can special summon one Exosister monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard instead. That's kind of good, right? Like, you just find a way to weave this into your combo by special summoning a guy from the extra deck, and then you get to special summon anything from your deck. That's pretty from anywhere. That's pretty cool. Once per turn during the end phase, if face-up Exosister Xyz monster you control is destroyed this turn, except by battle or card effect. So how else are you going to destroy it? You can special summon one Exosister monster from your deck. You can only activate one Exosister GRI Gum per turn. How are you supposed to resolve this effect? How are you supposed to resolve this second effect? It has to destroy it somehow. Okay, it almost made sense. It was almost a sensible card. Next, we have Dark Magician of Witchcraft. Level 4, Dark, 1800 attack, 100 defense. We have a Dark Magician support. It's not a Witchcrafter card, because I think Witchcrafter is just Witchcrafter. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl from your deck to your hand. If a Dark Magician is face-up on the field or in either graveyard, you could send one Dark Magician from your deck to the graveyard, then target one card on the field, place it on the top of the deck, then you can add one Dark Magician from your deck to your hand with a different name from the cards in your graveyard to your hand, except Dark Magician of Witchcraft. This is specifically just Dark Magician. If it's a Dark Magician monsters, this card would actually be broken. I think it's illegible. It's pretty much just not a card that they could print, but it is very, very, very broken if it's a Dark Magician monster. But the first effect is reasonable. feel like that you could definitely make a case for this first effect being playable in a Dark Magician deck. I think they already kind of have a card like this though. But this card is very fun. Like, I can see this, like, if it was Dark Magician monster, it would be very good. Very, very good. Moving on, we got this one. We got Genetic Engineer. Maybe it goes with the other one on top. But this is a level 3 psychic effect monster with 500 attack, 500 defense. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points during your main phase. This turn, you normal summon one genetic artist monster without tribute. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except psychic monsters. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon one genetic artist from your hand. You can only use this effect of this card's name once per turn. Whatever genetic artist is, this card is very much pushing your support. It's a printable card if we got genetic artists to go alongside it, but the cards that specifically name genetic artists or something like this are very much not good anyway, so I guess it's probably fine to print without being broken. We have Fickle Justice. This is a continuous trap. When your opponent activates a spell, trap, or monster effect that targets a Metalmorph monster you control, while you control a monster that mentions Metalmorph, increase your opponent's life points by 800 points. Okay. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Fusion summon one Metalmorph monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials that mention it from your hand, field, or graveyard. You can only use each effect of Fickle Justice once per turn. So, this card sucks. Like, if this card wasn't a real card, this card would blow. Like, actually blow. It's really fucking stupid. Giving your opponent 800 life points, essentially winning the time game if we're playing by time rules by the time this video comes out. And this card is just a really weird fusion polymerization card. It's really strange. But it is technically a legal printable card that theoretically could exist. Yeah. Next we have Synchro Monster Zephyr Exciton. This is a Link 3 Dark Cypress Link effect monster with 2000 attack. And it requires 2+ effect monsters. So you only really need 2 monsters to summon this effect to this card. Gains attack equal to the total link rating of the link monster co-linked with this card. How much attack? Who knows? You can target one face-up monster on the field. It gains attack equal to the combined link rating of the co-linked monsters on the field until the end of this turn. Again, how much attack? Who knows? You could use this effect to you can use this effect of Synchro Monster Zephyr Exciton up to twice per turn. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of that. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this effect, except link monsters. Neither player can target link monsters on the field with card effects. See, that last effect, pretty good. But there's no activated effect. There's no actual activated effect except maybe the first one or the second one, where it just gets where we can target a monster. And if we do that, we can use it twice, but we can't special summon anything except for monsters after that, or activate the turn that we use this. I mean, it's not even a playable card. Like, it's not even playable even if this card means mutants, which doesn't make any sense. We have tier limits of the White Forest. So we have a tier limits card and a White Forest card. White Forest is still a deck that sees play today. It's currently it was currently at the World's Championship today. Like, it was there at the time of recording this. Activate one of these effects. Add up to 2 White Forest monsters from your deck to your hand. That's busted. This card would immediately be banned. It's a quick play spell that just adds 2 White Forest monsters. 2. Set 1 tier limits spell trap directly from your deck, except this card. So we just get meta noise, and we have a point of interaction at any point. This effect is stupid. What does it fit in the Albaz lore? It's true. Oh man, this is crazy. Wow. Next up, we have a Dark Mole. This is a level 2 beast normal effect monster, or not effect, normal monster with 500 attack, 600 defense. A living horror. Its soul coils ever burning, waiting for an escape. I bet it's waiting for an escape because this card is fucking sucks. This card fucking sucks. It's useless. Larvus, the Lord of the Boulder Sky. Rock Flip effect monster. Flip. You can target any number of your banished fiend monsters, shuffle them into the deck, then draw one card. You play this in Burning Abyss or something like that. You get to shuffle everything back into the deck, and then you draw a card. Sounds nuts. If this card is special summoned, you can add one face-up level 2 monster with 500 attack from your deck to your hand. You can only use one Larvas Lord Boulder of the Sky effect once per turn, and only once that per turn. You can search exactly Parasite with this effect. Yeah, that's about it. That's it. I think this is going to be the last card we talk about today. This is Ignite Marauder. This is a rank 4 Fire Machine Xyz effect monster that requires 2 level 4 monsters that has 2100 attack and 1200 defense. You can detach one material from this card, special summon one level 4 normal monster from your hand. That's a very good effect, and it actually works because it's very good in Ignites. If this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Ignite monster from your deck. This card's really insane. Holy crap. Print this card today. Give this card to Ignites now. This card is very, very fun. Very, very good. This is like it's not even the first effect isn't even a soft once per turn. So you just keep detaching the material. So you just detach 2 from this card, special summon 2 level 4 normal monsters from your hand, and then you make this card again, and then you do it again, and then you just send this to the graveyard, or like you destroy it with like an Ignite effect or something like that. I assume they're gonna get like if they made this card, they would have to pair it with something that would actually destroy it, and then you get special summon an Ignite monster from your deck. This card is insane. Give Ignites this card now. Holy crap. It's very good. What the heck? Yeah, this was very fun. I'm going to probably make this a kind of a run-on series. I think this series could have a lot of potential of being very, very fun. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. This has been All Things Entertaining, signing out.